Oh my god. Yep. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. And boy did we try something way out of our wheelhouse. But it turned out. So with that being said, I'd like to encourage you guys to try something completely different that you haven't tried before. Maybe even try this recipe. A little bit complicated, but we got the job done and the end result was absolutely amazing. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this dish for a full-on feast or family, but if you just want to impress yourself or your significant other or whatever the case may be, give it a shot. It'll take some time, take some patience, but ultimately, I think you can get through it. All right. Now, what we made was a stuffed chicken thigh with roasted butternut squash puree and some garlic mashed potatoes. Now, the roasted butternut squash puree was from a previous video, so the link for that will be down in the description down below as well. So anyways, guys, let's get into this magnificent dish. Today we're trying something completely different. Today we're going to try a stuffed chicken leg with roasted butternut squash puree and garlic mashed potatoes. So we're going to start off by boning the chicken. We're going to debone this. We're gonna take this guy apart, okay? I'll show you guys how to do that. We're gonna want to separate it, right? So we're gonna cut along these sides here, okay? Break the back. The legs are separated from breasts. Okay, so we're gonna set the legs aside. We're gonna take the breasts off. Now you got a bone in the middle, so you're just gonna run your knife along the middle of it, all the way down. Okay, like so. And you're just gonna follow that bone all the way down. There's one breast. We're gonna go back to our legs now, okay? We've dismantled the chicken, okay? Not hard. So now the tricky part is getting this ready to stuff. Got the bone here, it goes up and across, okay? So first thing we want to do is we're going to cut around here so it has a nice, we can French it so it looks nice. So that tendon, kind of scrape it off. See. So now we're just going to pull this off. There we go, got it. Perfect. Clean it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Right, so now we got a nice clean French bone. Look at that. That looks good. Now we're going to take our knife. We're just going to go right on top of the bone, just off of it, kind of follow it up. This is going to take some time. We want to be careful too, because we want to keep the skin intact. 'Cause the skin is what's going to keep this thing together. Okay. Along the meat. Taking it along the back side of the bone. Keep working. Okay. Now we're going to get to that joint here soon. Right here, see it? Wonder if we just pop it. There we go. Dislocated it. Alright, so dislocated that because we're stuffing it. Gotta be careful. We want to keep everything intact. Almost got it. Done. Got it. Nailed it. A sip of coffee. We have to gently peel the skin back. Keep it whole, okay? Skin is what's going to create our pout that we use to hold this together, okay? Very important. Now that the skin is pulled back, I'm going to push this up, make a big pouch. So this is pushed up, skin's folded back. Now we are going to cut this meat off. Okay, because the skin's going to do all the work for us. Okay? And now we've got a lovely pouch that we're going to use. So we're going to attempt to do the other one now. So when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. So That's what it should look like when it's all said and done. Okay. Okay. You take a good knife, and then we're gonna chop up this chicken thigh meat. Okay. We're gonna mince it up, nice and fine. Seems counterintuitive. Took apart the chicken, stuff it with the chicken. All right, so we're gonna mince this up really good. All right, I think that's fine. So we're gonna season this. All right, guys, that's our fill. Looks pretty good. Looks very similar to what was on the video. So I'm gonna hit this with some salt, fresh cracked pepper. Simple. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're just gonna give it a mix. We've got our fill. Now we're gonna stuff these. Don't know how it's gonna work out. Never done it before. Stuffing chicken with chicken. Okay, so we're gonna use the skin to wrap these and hold these together. Bring this up. Gonna leave that just like so. We're gonna take saran wrap and we're gonna wrap it in. Okay, so we're gonna bring it, set it up, and just bring it all the way around. Nice and tight. We're gonna give it a couple spins. Make sure there's no holes there, so it's good. So we're gonna spin this around. What's gonna happen is this is gonna cook. And it's gonna kind of self-poach itself. So that's it there. Okay? We're gonna take some butcher's twine now. We're getting fancy. And we're just gonna tie this off. Right down the base here. Cross on the other side. Then we're gonna cut away the excess saran wrap, the excess butcher's twine. You might be wondering, Chef, how are we gonna cook those? The wrapped in saran wrap. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay. We're gonna steam them. Now hold on a minute. Okay, we're gonna steam them in those pouches, and the heat from the steam, cooking them, kind of gonna self-poach, and then we're gonna brown them off. Okay. Your chicken pouches should look something like this. That's what we got. We're gonna steam them, and they're gonna end up poaching in this. Cover that, or let that go for about 15, probably about 20 minutes. We're gonna take some of that leftover fill, and we're gonna heat that up. We're gonna thin it out with a little bit of whipping cream, and we're gonna use that as our veg. That's gonna be our roasted butternut squash puree. So you can see how thick it is, right? We're gonna heat that up. We're gonna add some butter to it, some whipping cream, okay? We're gonna thin it out a bit. Do a little bit of butter. Smidgen. Season it with a little bit more salt, pepper. A little bit of turmeric to this fill here, and that's just gonna brighten it up a bit. Gonna give us some really nice color on the plate. Yeah, see the liquid in the bottom of that? Oh, it's poaching right in that stuff there. We take a look at our chicken now. We're gonna take these guys out now and let them rest. Okay, we're gonna make that sauce. Got our chicken juices. It's going on the burner. Okay, we're gonna bring that up. We're gonna hit it with some salt, pepper, fresh thyme, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of butter. Okay, we're just gonna let that get happy. Okay. With this here, we're gonna hit this with some balsamic reduction and some honey. Kind of thicken it up a bit. It's gonna have this sweet chicken flavor going on, okay? And we're gonna give this a mix. Oh yeah. You get such strong chicken flavor, and then balsamic and honey just help bring it together. So that's it. We're gonna take that off now, and we're just gonna let that sit. Take this off, we're gonna cut. Everything stayed intact, which is huge, okay? Now we got to brown them off. We're gonna go medium-high heat. Get a fair bit of oil. And we're gonna get that heated up. Yeah, here we go. This takes attention. Okay, so we got our oil. We're just gonna get it going. We're gonna keep it moving so it doesn't stick. Okay. Starting to brown off nicely. Okay. So now this is where we're gonna add our butter. We're gonna add lots of butter. We're gonna add our thyme. And we're gonna start basting this. Okay. Also where we're gonna add our garlic. And once our butter gets nice and frothy, then we're gonna start basting this, okay? So we're gonna tilt our pan up, bring all that mixture down, and just hit it. There you go, that foamy butter, that's what you want. You just keep working that, okay? We're gonna go start off with the spuds right in the center. Okay. Gonna push them down. Okay. We're gonna go butternut squash puree. A little bit of that panju right on top of the mash. Okay. Chicken that we worked so hard on, right on top of the potato. Balsamic reduction. Some fresh thyme. We're gonna go a little bit more of that panju right over top of the chicken. Some fresh thyme. Okay. There it is there, boys. Oh my God. Yep. We just seasoned that with salt and pepper and stuffed it back in there. But the fact that it cooked in its own juices while we steamed it, totally worth it. It just, all that flavor just stayed in there. Wow. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, recipes will be down in the description down below. If you liked the video, consider giving it a like. We've got tons more videos. Consider subscribing. We're uploading a video every week minimum. And yeah, we've got more content just coming. It's all food related. All right, guys, take it easy. See you in the next one.